What up? Big Herc916, positivity, motivation. And, I like to keep you laced up, giving you game. But a lot of times, I throw stuff on here to create conversation, interaction, and, get people commenting. And so when I throw a cheek busting story on here or something that's a little more entertaining, people are like, oh my God, this guy, he's a hypocrite. He's talking about positivity and motivation, but he's talking about busting cheeks. See, I gotta do that because majority of people of the world have been dumbed down, and that's a fact. Just look at what everybody jumps on when it comes to conversation. Things that are very surface level, not very intellectual. Things that basically they don't even investigate. It's just something entertaining, and it gets all the views. There's people with channels that have no substance that have millions of followers. So sometimes I gotta play the game too, the dummy game. But if I really got deep on here and started breaking down knowledge, I would probably get my channel would probably get flagged. I wouldn't be able to even put out my car stuff and some of my other passions because it'd be too much. The game would be too deep. Therefore, sometimes I got to keep things surface level. There's a big difference between being educated and having knowledge. See, a lot of people think they are really smart because they're educated. They've, been to college and they've got a degree. They are smart. They're book smart. But knowledge goes deeper. It goes deeper than what your professor told you in class. It goes deeper than the materials they gave you to study to get a grade. And a lot of what I invested my time into when I was in my darkest times was the things that were below sea level, the things that were in the dark. The things that wouldn't be a part of the educational curriculum. And that's why when I see what's going on, I kind of sit back and laugh to myself because I can't even share a lot of the things with people who are close to me because they're so programmed in the system. They have no clue. If it's not on ABC, CBS, Bloomberg, Fox News, they don't believe it. And that's what they've been conditioned to do, and I can't fight that, man. That machine is way stronger than me, way bigger than me, and I'm just a voice. But I speak from the heart, and so what comes out my mouth is not something I'm trying to make up. It's just something that comes naturally, and it's so there's something speaking through me, and I'm a conduit for the voice. I can't even concoct the things, define how I come up with this stuff, but it's speaking to me, and it used to speak to me when I was locked up, and I used to think like, wow, man, why did I have to come here to get this game? Why couldn't I have seen these things on the street? Why couldn't I have been more, awake when I had my freedom? But even when I had my freedom, I wasn't free because I was caught up in what was being translated in the what's so-called the free world. I was programmed. I was somebody who would hear things and react and not really know the signs and symbols and what was really going on. And that's the case with a lot of things right now, man. And there's so many levels to the game. everything from, signs and symbols, and people think like colors. There's certain colors that are chosen for branding because they emit a certain emotion. They channel a certain emotion when put into play. Certain signs and symbols represent, certain things, and it pays homage to certain things. But if you've never studied these things, and they have no reason to teach us in school, so why would you know about it? It's no different than looking at the money and you think, oh man, this is cool. I got $100 in my pocket, or I got a $5 bill, or a $10 bill, $20. You have no idea what any of the things on the dollar bill mean, but you're quick to spend it. You're quick to make it. And you just go along with the flow like everybody else. You see everybody standing in line, you go stand in line. You don't think to go around to the back. You don't think to see if there's another way in. You just stand in line like everybody else because that's what you're programmed to do. Most of you out there are programmed. You don't even realize how much you've been programmed. It starts off at such a young age with your parents who are just basically passing out what they've been taught, because most parents of the older generation had no reason to question. And in the new generation, everything is instantaneous on a phone, iPad, or some other smart device. So there is no depth to getting real knowledge. But I'm no expert. I'm just a person who always looks beyond. You can't tell me something and think that I'm just going to run with it and not do my research. I know there's a lot of things they left out of history, a lot of things, whether it's Kemet, where they, had a lot of the original text, and just you go back to the original libraries of Alexander and the things that they ransacked. Do you think they burnt down all that stuff? Come on, man. Half that stuff, probably more than half, is sitting in the Vatican right now. There's so many, and you have no access to it, so you don't have no idea. You know nothing about the Crusades. You know nothing about, when you talk about war, and you talk about plagues and different things, cleansing. A lot of this was done in the name of religion. Whether it was the Moors, or was it, the Christians. It's people, millions of people died. So when you think that now you don't openly see that, but you think certain people or certain groups have empathy for you, why would they if you're not part of their religion or their beliefs? See, that's why a lot of you are going to get punished, and you continue to get just walked over, and you think, why would they have everything? Why do they do this? Because they don't care. You're not a part of their religion or their doctrine, their narrative. So it doesn't matter. And when you control all the narratives, I can create whatever narrative serves my interest. And like I said, I'm just speaking on surface level, man, because to go deep, you wouldn't have no idea. You guys don't know anything about, most of you, about the ones who do, you guys know. I'm not going to take no away. There's some smart people out there, people who have knowledge, people who know about the Treaty of Versailles, people who know about America being a British colony, people who know about, the Treaty of 1213, about the Vatican owning Britain, people who know about, executive orders and things of that nature, and a lot of what's going on. People who have read the Black Law Dictionary, the Bouvier's dictionary, that know about law. See, just because I'm a street dude, I've went far above and beyond that. I can function in the hood but in the boardroom, because I've done my homework, man. I've read a lot of stuff, so you're not just gonna push something across my desk and think I'm gonna be blind to it. But a lot of people there, if I had the gold teeth, yeah, and talk like you know what I'm saying, you feel me? You guys will be eating it up because you're like, damn, that's a nigga right there. But when you see a big black man talking articulate or speaking on things of depth, getting into maybe political conversations or speaking on things that don't support what they have the masses believe, and you say, oh man, he's a sellout. He don't know what he's talking about. He's been brainwashed or whatever the case may be. Nah, man, there's just something inside me that seeks the truth, and in the process, I've just interacted with some great people. A lot of them trapped in dungeons, that haven't seen the streets, but they had some things that were invaluable. Things that when you read it, you stayed up all night because you couldn't sleep. Reading about people who really run the world. People you wouldn't even believe that are tied in through various relationships, and that's why they don't have no problem basically just putting a foot down on the neck of the masses, man. It's a game. It's a game, man. And a few of us have been chosen to share this, and I had to do what I did. And because of my background, a lot of people find it hard. If I was some preacher, if I looked like Santa Claus, white guy with a beard, man, all y'all, I'd be at over 1 million subscribers. Or if I had the tat and I had the look, you guys, but see, that's where you get messed up is you could get game from a midget, man. You could learn from a child, but you have to be open consciously. And that's what you miss. A lot of times game comes from the white guy sitting next to you, the Asian guy across the street you never talk to, the guy over here. I used to talk to people and people, black other brother, be like, why are you talking to him? Because he got some game, man. That Korean guy that I worked out with, he gave me some game. That dude over there, yeah, you thought he was a skinhead. Well, he gave me a book to read that blew my mind. See, I've interacted with everybody. I don't have no limitations on my outreach and what I can get involved in, from Compton Crips to dudes I met from Chicago, from GD, to guys from Florida, to dudes from New York, from guys in the Midwest, man. I chopped it up, my Mexican homies. I got game from everybody so that I could figure out when I hear something whether or not I'm getting smoke blown up my ass. See, most of you guys' asses is full of smoke, and it's like a chimney in there, and it's backed up, and that's why you can't think straight and you don't make the right choices. Well, I put this channel out to keep you laced up, and at times I got to entertain you, because if I don't, you guys, it won't get the views, and people talk shit. So I try to keep it well-rounded, but my passions is sharing knowledge, cars, enjoying life, and trying to open up conversations so people can elevate themselves consciously. And there's always gonna be a comment, and there's always gonna be a hater in there, whatever it is. But I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because this is my calling, man. This is what I've been chosen to do, is put this game out there for you guys. So, Big Herc916, positivity, motivation.
Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.
Welcome to Vault TV. If you're fed up with paying cable companies and streaming apps too much money every month for limited content, then Vault TV is the solution you've been waiting for. Vault TV uses our innovative software to connect you with up to 17,000 live TV channels from over 50 countries worldwide. Watch up to 100,000 movies on demand, up to 5,000 TV shows with over 120,000 episodes, live sports, news, and so much more. Starting as low as $12.99 per month, and no need for a cable guy to come to your home, it's never been a better time to make the switch to Vault TV. Save money and have the full freedom to control your home entertainment your way. Visit us at vaulttv.com and start saving money today.
What up, Big Herc916. You know, I'm a really big car guy, and I've been working with a lot of different brands doing sponsorship. Well, I recently got a sponsorship with Muscle Up Car Detail Spray. Check out the link in the description. Man, this spray is the bomb, and it works great on cars as far as, you know, the paint, the trimmings, but it also works great on wheels. Look how dirty these wheels are. Now, I just had these powder coated black, and they're pretty dirty, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of this non-chemical based detail spray on here so you can see how well it cleans these wheels. Give it a nice white, and I'm kind of doing it, you know, fairly fast so you can kind of see what's going on here. But man, it doesn't streak, and it's safe. It's safe for your wheels because it doesn't have any chemicals. So if you have powder coated wheels, or if you have a wrap, it's not going to damage your wrap, but it gets your wheels. I mean, man, this is something you can take with you, you know, while you're going to car shows. You just got to make sure you use a clean microfiber rag. But take a look at that. I mean, wow, it really cleaned the wheels real well. And I still would have to go inside a little bit more, but just to show you, it does a great job, and it doesn't streak at all. So, Muscle Up Car Detail Spray, get you some.